In Room with Caroline.
Taking a walk. So, like we talked about earlier, Austin and his family and I have been walking through our woods a lot lately. So I'm finding things that I didn't know I have.
What time do you meet them over there?
It depends. I walk that way and then I'm like, hey, y'all want to take a walk? Let's go. So there's so much that you'll find in a woodland garden in your woods that are growing like native plants, but you can also plant them and you can come here and get them. So let's start in the corners. This is the one that Austin went, Caroline, really? We've got gray dogwood. So look at that. The color is nice. The leaves are small. Austin doesn't like it, but that's okay. He doesn't have to like everything.
No, he does.
He doesn't really like many things.
That's a good point.
But I'm a big fan of this. I felt like it brought the room together. Celeste, who I was talking with while I was gathering plants, is a big fan of this. She really wants one in her yard.
Is this one the fall color? Is it turning its fall color?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you can't really see. Oh, actually, on the monitor, it looks pretty true to the color it is.
Yes, absolutely does.
It's cool how it's kind of yellow on the outside and red, orange on the inside. And then next to that, we've got our native euonymus, Hearts of Buston, which Austin is lucky enough to have in his woods. I'm going to come steal some of his seeds and throw them in my woods and see if they come up. I will. I'm going to try and just go scatter them when I take my walk. Tyler, can we pan down?
Renee Bates
We're still on or is it frozen?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Renee
There we
Bates
go.
is a huge fan of this. She's had those planted for maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
She planted out in the spot, and then we have, as I've talked about every week, I guess for a while now, that I have not brought pictures in yet, but we've done
David, maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
And maybe those pictures will include the Hearts of Busting.
I hope so. I would love to have one. Maybe one day I will get one. And then under the TV, this is actually one of my favorite spring blooming shrubs that I have at my house. This one's going to be Calycanthus. This is Aphrodite. So in the spring mine bloomed and it was absolutely covered in flowers. And it's so pretty because it blooms before the leaves come out. So you really get this big show. This one kind of smells like oranges, which is nice.
Really big show.
A really big show. Just like Austin and his passionate drama. He's always putting on a big show.
Passion and drama.
Passion and drama. And we haven't really had these at the nursery very much this year. We finally got a lot of different cultivars in, and we have our straight native species as well. It just wasn't blooming, so it wasn't going to show off quite as much as this
It
one.
has wonderful foliage on it as well.
It really does. It's like big, glossy looking leaves. After it's done blooming, to me, I still really enjoy how it looks. It's by my driveway, so when I pull in, I get to see it, and sometimes I sit there and stare at it, especially when it's in bloom. All right, so let's go ahead and move to what we have in front. On the floor, we brought in some oak leaf hydrangeas. We've got there goes Tyler, he's going wild. We've got Snow Queen and Peewee. So Snow Queen is going to be larger. Peewee is going to be the dwarf. This is something that you can stick in your woodland garden. That's going to give a little
dwarf is
interest.
a relative term.
It is. It's still going to get pretty large.
Yeah, so
halfling.
It's like a little gem magnolia. It's called a dwarf magnolia.
Right.
It's not going to stay that
dwarf,
small.
you
No,
know,
it's not. And if Tyler keeps panning, he will get to the next plant I'm going to talk about, the blue bunny sedge.
There's just no control.
The grass, Tyler. Where is the grass? Go ahead and
Tyler.
find it. We're getting there.
There it is.
Boom.
Right
Hey.
there. So supposedly this stays up through the winter, is what the tag says. I don't know about here, but it is a native plant.
Oh, yeah. It stays up in the winter.
Do you have it?
No, I've seen it in the woods. In the winter.
Oh, look at you. Were you walking in the woods in the winter and you found it?
Apparently.
Actually, there was a time that I used to go backpacking in the wintertime.
Hey.
So that was the thing.
I've got a full backpack, but
Yes.
it's never been used.
Never been used. This is a great one. We have a lot back in our shade perennial area. Again, these are all shade-loving plants. You can get some color in your woods or in your woodland garden. And then we brought in two different ferns. We've got the ostrich fern, the Tennessee native fern, which is going to be right here directly in front of me. And then next to it, that's a little bit bigger and a little more roughly, is going to be hay-scented fern. We don't get this in very often. I believe I have this in my woods. I have quite a few different types of ferns that I'm not sure exactly what they are, but one of them does look very similar to this, although very many ferns look alike,
I'm
so it's hard to tell.
I'm a really big fan of hardy ferns and some of the most beautiful things in nature, particularly as you go east of Nashville.
Yes.
You get up on the plateau where it's a little bit cooler, shadier climates.
And find that little microclimb by the waterfall, man.
There's nothing more
nothing
awe-inspiring and beautiful than
the ferns.
Yes.
Yeah. In my woods, where I have my little creek that flows through, I have Christmas ferns growing everywhere. So even in the winter, those are showing off. They're growing along the side, like growing between rocks, and they look really, really good once we get some rain and they start showing off.
I think you can eat that frond.
Maybe.
I think
Probably.
you can. That one's the
I'll go in my woods and eat my ferns.
A lot of things start looking good when you get hungry, Josh.
Well, I mean, no, actually, it's quite good for you. And it, like Austin said, it's high in magnesium, I believe is what it was.
Don't confuse.
You got to find them at the right stage. Yeah.
So then let's go ahead and keep going. We've got 2 different goldenrods in here. And you're saying, Caroline, goldenrod, we see that blooming in the sun right now on the side of the road. But we do have some shade-loving goldenrod.
Wow.
And actually on my woods walk, which I went on yesterday after I got home, I found one. So we've got the blue-stemmed goldenrod. It's going to be the smaller one sticking up. You can barely see it. I found some blooming in my woods, and I was so excited. And I was like, I can't believe I just found this because I'm bringing it in to the green room for the show tomorrow.
And one of those urban legends, and I'll just call it that for the lack of a better term, is that goldenrod is an allergen. It is not.
Wrong.
It is
It's
not.
not.
You did the little sneeze thing over there. I
I
heard you. So, but
was a setup there, is what it
goldenrod,
was.
it's probably ragweed, and they grow in similar areas, but it's not goldenrod.
Nope.
So you can have your landscape and have no allergic reaction.
Yes, you can. Yeah, a lot of people get confused by that. You can make tinctures out of it and stuff, which is fun too, and teas. And then our feature plant is going to be another type of goldenrod. This is going to be the zigzag goldenrod. Look at it showing off. Imagine that blooming in your woodland bed. It's going to be blooming right now. Looks like it's not going to get too tall. I don't know much about this one. I have not grown this
Well,
one.
you can see the zigzag stems on it.
Yes, you can. And the leaves are a lot bigger than you would see on most goldenrod. They're more round. So that's what we have in room. Thank you for taking a walk through our woods here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center with us.
And not throwing anything in it as you walk.
Yeah,
through.
please
Throwing
don't
yourself in the woods.
throw yourself in the woods here, not anything else.
Leave nothing but footprints and take nothing but pictures.
That's